Hey man, I don't know what's going on in the water in America, but you ninjas are moving crazy. So Lil TJ and Offset are beefing, bro. So Lil TJ borrowed Offset some money. You know, Offset needed the money. So Lil TJ borrowed Offset the money, but then when it's time to pay it back, Offset wants to start beefing, bro. Like, you know the man there. So apparently, you know, a lot of things have been said going on, and you know, Offset has just been shot, bro. But people, come check this out, man.
Why this Offset? Offset broke. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the stream too. That broke. That pop. I'll tell y'all a true story. I ain't got nothing to do with that casino. He was pop. He was panicking. He was asking random people for cash apps. He was broke. I don't know what happened. Nobody was answering his phone call. He pop. He trying to run up, chasing. Must got a gambling addiction. Yo, he just popped. He called cash apps in front of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first 5 I offered, I'm like, yo, you pop. You waiting for some bread? For my money. I swung that 5. You know how I get. He gets popped. Not us two dicing each other. He gets popped straight to the casino. Goes not. He get another loan from somebody else for like 2 bands. I don't even take my loan. I'm like, that's Offset. I'm good on my money. I'm worried about this. God, mad, bro.
Hey, listen. The fact that you will be doing this around the next man, bro, that just shows, hey, listen, money's got to be real low, bro. Real low. Yeah, like that gambling addiction has taken over your soul. It's over.
I definitely run off 5 bands. He popped for the.
Lil TJ could have had a better approach, but yo, after a while of you owe me my money, man, I don't feel like I gotta be a gentleman anymore about it, bro. Like, you know you owe me money, but you're ducking me. So TJ wrote Offset and he says, where you at? Where you at? Not gonna lie, I'ma slap the whole ish out of you. Offset responded back, huh? You joking, right? Now, Lil TJ don't even know, and Igaboo loved this. Understand what I mean when I say and Igaboo loved this. Now, I don't borrow Igga's money for a reason because I know how that turns out. Igga will want to beef with you about the same money he owes you.
Hey, listen, I've experienced it, bro. I've experienced it. I had a bedroom now, and my man's in jail now. I had a bedroom, and you know he needed some money, man. Like money was low. You know, like this guy was telling me that he can barely eat food. You know, I even got the guy some pizza, bro. I dropped him home and I got him some pizza. This guy asked me, bro, listen, you know, can I borrow him some money? Now he can pay me back, yeah, next week Friday. Yeah? So, you know, I gave him the money, bro. Like, you know, thinking, yo, for a man to ask a next man for some money, time must be hard, bro. Right? So I gave him some money. Next week Friday comes now. You know, I didn't even say nothing to him, bro. I didn't say nothing to him. I was like, you know what? Let me just see if he comes to me and gives the money back, right? You know, Friday comes, you know, where's the money? So, you know, I didn't say nothing. Now, Wednesday, I seen him again. You know, so I asked him, hey, yo, you got the money? He was like, oh, nah, bro. You know, no, he said Saturday. Saturday come now. Safe. You know, but this time I asked him, yo, where's the money, bro? And then, like, all of a sudden, you feel the energy change. Energy shift now, bro. Bro, I'm just asking for the money that you owe me, bro. All of a sudden now, like, trying to be a bit funny, like, all of a sudden now we start beefing now, man. I'm thinking, bro, if you're broke and you ain't got the money, bro, or what, just say that, man. Don't try to start beefing me over the money you owe me. People crazy, bro. Like, this is why I don't really like to owe people no money, bro. Like, if anything, even though this is still rare, I'd rather just give someone the money. You know what I'm saying?
Lil TJ don't even know he just gave Offset a way out.
Yeah.
Igaboos are already looking not to pay you back. And their path of action not to pay you back, they usually pretend like it's smoke. They usually fake a beef with you. So Lil TJ beat Offset to the punch. Offset was already going to try to fake a beef with Lil TJ so he don't have to pay him back. Lil TJ saying that, or Offset like, today is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it, man. I don't got to pay back that low money because of smoke. Offset told that boy, I'ma smoke you about the money you owe me. You gonna kill me about money you owe me? Nah, I don't borrow Igga's money, man. I don't even deal with Iggas when it comes to things like this, man. Somebody says, Offset says, you barely lived already. Who the F you think you talking to, ninja? You got to be talking to the wrong ninja. I'm in New York right now. Come smack me, little boy.
Man saying, come smack me. Because he owes him the money, bro. Like, it's crazy, man.
So Lil Tjay was the one who posted this, by the way, and he tagged Offset and he says, Offset, yo, pay that tab, homie. Don't fade yourself over a little 10-pack. TJ responded back to Offset and he says, Miami. Offset says, if it's that, stop DMing me for trace reasons. TJ says, nah, never that, little bro. I just want my 10. Offset says, say that. Now, Lil TJ shared this and he says, do not loan Offset no money. He's popped. LOL, just in case. Lil TJ then made an Instagram post where he says, I could never be broke like Offset running off making smoke over lunch money. I'ma have to smoke on 100 streams for it to get to all that. But yeah, free smoke tomorrow for ninjas. Offset then commented and he tags Lil TJ and he says, let's hit on live. I'll fly to you. This ain't gonna stop your fell off allegations.
Yo, what's all this got to do with the fact that Lil TJ wants his money, bro? Talking about he fell off allegations. If he fell off, then why is he the one bothering you money, bro? All of this, meet me. Bro, just give the guy his money, bro.
Live. I've seen Lil TJ fight playfully. I've seen Offset fight on camera. Let's just say, based on my understanding and expert analysis of their Iga chakra, I'll probably give the advantage to Offset. I don't feel like Lil TJ really wants to fight Offset particularly. But once it goes to social media, there's really no copping it. Because the first person to DM the other person and say, hey man, yo, what are we doing, bro? Bro, let's just talk about it. And there's a screenshot of that person DMing the other person first. Now that person is going to be known as a mark and a buster online, right? That's just a fact. Now, this could be avoided if Offset didn't have a gambling addiction. Offset has a gambling addiction, bro. Lil TJ isn't the only one that Offset owes money to. Offset got exposed by Selena Powell by calling her in the middle of the night at the casino and asked her to bring him $15,000 so he could keep on gambling. He's a fiend. Now, just like Lil TJ, he didn't pay back Selena Powell either.
Like, yo, I need a favor. This is a test.
Wait, let's not skip over that. He told her he still needed that. He still needed that.
Yeah. Oh. So he was like, I did a favor and this is a test. I was like, okay, what? He was like, how much money can you get or are you by? And I was like, I mean, I sent him the video, all that money that I have in my safe.
You're rich.
And he immediately called me. He called me back and then he was like, bring all of it. And I was like, I don't even know how much this is. He was like, bring all of it because I have a ton of 20s and then hundreds.
At the time, not now, currently.
No.
Because, continue. Keep going.
Because now, so then he was like, yeah, bring all of it. So I actually did. But in my mind, I was like, I can't give him the 20s. Let me just give him the hundreds. He was counting out in the car. I went to the casino, by the way. I'm not going to do every single detail and have this.
She's working on her 40-minute straight drive.
And just like Offset did to Lil TJ, when it came back to paying back the money he borrowed, all of a sudden Offset created beef so he don't got to pay it back. So
this guy started beefing Selena. Wow.
Selena Powell would post on her social media that she was getting threatened by Offset because she asked Offset to pay back the money that he owes her. So she took to her social media to says, if anything happens to me, Offset did it. She would also go and says, tired of this grown man threatening me almost every day and got me living in fear because he owes me $15,000. I tried to get my money back for weeks and all I've gotten is threats. So
yeah, typical, man. Typical, bro. People are upset. You know what it is? When someone shows you their character, you better believe it, man. Now, I don't know if this was after Lil TJ made that post about don't give Offset no money. But once you see someone expose someone for having these traits, bro, you better believe it, bro. You know what I mean? You better believe it. The fact that, bro, this guy is out here beefing a woman now. He's out here beefing everyone, bro. He's stealing money from everyone. And then beefs them, bro. This guy thinks it's Thanos. Offset thinks it's Thanos, bro. Like, yo, this is literally like going up to someone. Say, yo, give me that. Yeah? On some Gucci Mane type shit. And just robbing them, bro. But Offset does it in a nice, friendly way. Oh, please, I need your help, man. You know, I need to borrow some money, and I'll give you back next week. Next week comes, the next thing you know, he's threatening to slap you in the face. Like, what? Like, wait, what? He's gone from being in a vulnerable position to now being in a position of power. Huh?
This is like the Offset play, man. If you've been around people, serial money borrowers, serial always wanting something from you, always go, you know what I'm talking about, bruh. These people, they're sociopaths. They do these things, man. They get your money, then they create a beef with you so they don't got to pay it back. This is the play for broke, thirsty, dumb dusties. I just wouldn't think that Offset, who's a multimillionaire, would have to go down to this extent to create problems for himself so he don't have to pay back thousands of dollars when you are a millionaire. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Now, Selena Powell would even post a particular video from Offset, like pretty much exposing him in 4K as well. And here's what the video has to say.
What?
Okay.
Think shit sweet. I'm thinking sweet. Shit ain't sweet, mama. On my mama, it ain't. My mama, you think you seen something every time? Why did?
Okay.
So, like this is just absurd, man. And apparently, Offset kept the same energy in person when he seen Lil Tjay. The incident happened near the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Now, Offset was indeed shot in the leg. Offset was transported to the hospital. He was listed in stable condition. Now, he's still in the hospital as far as I was told. Now, a rep for the Seminole County Police Department tells TMZ, we are aware of an incident that occurred at a valet area after 7 p.m. Monday outside of Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, that resulted in non-life-threatening injuries to an individual who was transported to Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood. The rep added Seminole police were on site immediately and the situation was contained quickly. 2 individuals have been detained by police. The investigation is ongoing. The site is secure and there is no threat to the public. Operations continue as normal. Here's what happened, okay? Lil Tjay and Offset are both at this casino. Offset is a gambling addict. Offset is at the casino almost every day. If you're somebody who wants to meet Offset one day, go to a casino in Florida. Offset is gonna be there. That's just what Offset does. Offset is a gambling addict. I don't know why that's his thing. He's at a casino 24/7 gambling. So Offset and Lil Tjay is both outside of the casino. They're in the valet area. While in the valet area, they ran into each other. I was told that Offset is who engaged the altercation. He engaged the confrontation. Now, like I said before, Offset is somebody who can fight. Offset, I don't think, is scared of Lil Tjay not one bit. Now, I was told, Lil Tjay wasn't backing down either. They both got in each other's faces. Offset took off on Lil Tjay. Offset put hands and feet on Lil Tjay. And somebody pulled out a gun and shot Offset. Now, who that person is, use your imagination. Who would have an invested interest in shooting Offset because Offset is whooping on Lil Tjay? Use your imagination. Now, 2 people have been detained. It's unclear if Lil Tjay is one of the 2 that's been detained. Now, academics did say he spoke to Lil Tjay representative as well as Offset representative. Now, Lil Tjay and his rep is offering little to no information because obviously, duh, right? Like, what are they going to say? Hey, bruh, Lil Tjay got his butt whooped, so Lil Tjay and his associate shot Offset. Man, cut it out, bro. They can't say it. So they told ACT, there was an altercation, but we can't say much at the time. Sorry, cat's out the bag, okay? Lil Tjay was getting whooped on, and shots were fired.
There's multiple people in custody, and police at this time, they're working to try to figure out what led to what happened. A lot of things to get to. We don't know the current status of both rappers at this moment. It's been reported that it's a leg shot when it comes to Offset.
Election.
And it's supposed to be a non-life threatening wound.
I thought I read somewhere that it got shot in the belly, in the stomach, but I don't know.
But at this point, because he was transported to the hospital, we don't know the full details. Okay. Lil TJ is a little bit more elusive. Of course, again, I have a direct official source, heavily weighted, that confirms it. However, I did also talk to his team, and his team, while confirming that there might have been an incident, they weren't at liberty to tell me, or it's a lot of things going on. This is actually happening right now. So people are in custody right now. This probably happened like an hour ago, and they aren't confirming what my other source confirmed, but it is being confirmed. It's one of the best sources I could have, that Lil TJ was shot. But anyway, the matter of fact is, Lil TJ and Offset was involved in an incident. Okay, now clearly, I guess you guys could probably put two and two together. It appears that but most likely, Offset and Lil TJ probably got into maybe some altercation. Why would I say that? That would just be using context clues. They haven't been getting along. They have, kind of gone back and forth, and potentially they have seen each other for the first time since all of that. The good news I do have currently, but I might have to knock on wood, I don't have a death to report.
Hey, I don't know. I feel like Academics just woke up to release this story, bro. Usually when I watch Academics, he's full of energy. Now it seems as though, oh shit, man. Yeah, I just woke up. I ain't even brushed my teeth yet, man. Shit, just woke up. Yeah, man. That's what it seems like to me right now, but I don't know.
Which is good. But there was absolutely a shooting that occurred. It occurred at the Hard Rock Casino.
Academics did report that Lil TJ was shot too. I didn't hear that, but Ac may have information that I don't have. Now, what I seen started to go around, people were saying, oh, the same dude who shot Offset shot Lil TJ. Cut it out, bro. All right, this was an altercation between Offset and Lil TJ. All right. There was not this random person who decided to target Offset and Lil TJ. No, right. This was an altercation between Lil TJ and Offset that led to gunshots being fired. Okay, y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Okay, and if
yeah, let me know what you think about this, bro. To me, this is a classic case of, yo, listen, just don't lend nobody no money, bro. If he didn't lend Offset the money, he wouldn't be in this situation right now, bro. He wouldn't be, getting beat up outside. Maybe his friend is going to go to jail now because his friend just shot Offset. And it's just a load of mess, bro. Offset needs to sort it out, man. He needs to sort it out, man. You got everyone out here saying you basically stealing from them, bro. But people, that is it from me. As usual, if you like the video, I'm going to drop. Well, I'm tapping into more American content, man. So America, I'm here, baby. What's up? Now, obviously, I'm from the UK, but yeah, I'm tapping into America content. But as usual, if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe. Boom! I'm out.